Again, I'm a voyeur, so I love it. I'll watch it. I don't,
It was definitely.
Sideshows that would come in and stuff. Do you still do those?
Yeah.
Oh, and the butterflies, before you get on, you're waiting in line.
Certified freak.
Yo, what up, buddy shoppers? Jill Simino here with,
Mary Lou.
and that's it.
That's it. Bye. No.
That's all we got tonight.
Uh,
Well, it looks like some people jumped in early again tonight. We got Julie, John, Big Bacchus, Victor, Bubbles, and of course the Merce sausage.
yes.
I'm trying to think. There may be only one or two live streams that I can think of over the past 4-ish years that we've been doing this that the Merce sausage has actually missed the live stream.
Yeah, only like one or two.
I think one of them is because he was actually in the hospital, almost dying.
Yeah. and we were actually there for part of that. So
what's up, Stephen Kidd, Big Keith, and Mikote?
hello, everyone.
So I thought I'd change up the background a little bit tonight, just to highlight some of the changes that have been made at the club recently.
Okay.
Let me see if I can make some adjustments to my camera here. I feel like I'm zoomed in a little too much.
Hello, Dalen and Mo.
Dalen and Mo, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. So we're one shy tonight. Zoe is having some technical issues and is unable to make the live stream tonight. Wait, what's so funny?
Well, you're like they're experiencing technical difficulties.
Well, they are, aren't they not?
Oh, well, they are.
So
they're not feeling well. It's a technical difficulty.
They're experiencing technical issues. Jeez. So it's been a while. I'm curious to know how many live streams back it's been since you and I have been on. Since it's been you and I just doing the live stream.
You know what? I'm at a point where I don't recall. It just seems like at one point or another, we've always then had a threesome rather than a twosome.
Well, it makes sense. We did start on Chatterbait.
Yeah, well, that was that was on Chatterbait. That was whew.
Believe it or not, folks, we actually used to get paid to do this.
Yeah. Hear the little chimes and little money in the background.
Okay, so you want to really laugh?
But
all that money that we made is actually still sitting there in Chatterbait.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Never cashed it out.
No. It's still sitting there, so.
Oh my God.
What's up, Victor? How you doing? So Victor says at least the stream will be only slightly less funny tonight, but only slightly less.
And it's like, wow.
I feel like that's not directed at either you or me.
No, I think that's a dig going in a whole different direction, isn't it?
Yeah, I would think so, but Victor does no comedy.
That he does. Hi, Valkyria. Everyone's chiming in now. It's like, yay!
Right, John? Listen, this is actually, I would say, turning into, or maybe has turned into just a very light version of a soap opera or a how do you call it? Telenovela? What is it? Telenovela? What is it? Telenovela?
Telenovela.
Yeah. So we have our own little mini telenovela going on here.
We do, especially with the commentary right now.
Yes. What's up, Bill and Shar?
Good evening.
What's up, P. Frank? How you doing?
Oh my god.
Nice to see so many people jumping in tonight.
I know.
So before we started tonight, we had a quick powwow about what we were going to talk about, but I'm 99% sure nobody wrote down what we were actually going to talk about. So, and by we,
No,
I
but
mean, originally it was the three of us, Zoe, myself, and Mary Lou, but now it's just Mary Lou and I. So,
but I do recall some of it.
well, I know one of them was the Freaky Flea Market. I absolutely just want to talk about that.
Yeah, that was one.
Oh, let's start there.
I'm sorry?
Let's start there.
Okay, let's go for it.
First of all,
Wait a minute.
here's
I
Flea
think we
Market.
need to,
Okay.
wait a minute. We still have like what happened on, Friday, what happened on Saturday.
Well, nothing
Friday
happened
we
on
were actually
Friday.
closed.
Yeah.
That was a
Daily.
staff night off. So a few of us actually went out and did some getting some grub.
It was like a staff play date.
Yeah. Did a movie. Got some changers in, some Chinese food. PF changers.
Yes. I call it changers. So I'm going to make a recommendation to all folk who go to watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
I experienced for the first time going to a movie, not only not knowing what the movie was about, but not even knowing what the movie was called that I was going to go see. And I will tell you, it was the most amazing experience I've ever had in my life, as it relates to going to a movie. Simply because I had zero expectations about what that movie was going to be about. Nothing. There was zero. And I really, really enjoyed the movie. It did help that it was a good movie also.
Okay. So, do you remember what it was called? Without looking at notes.
Something about last Wednesday, or I don't know.
Okay. The movie we went and saw, a couple of the other staff members actually picked it. And it was Keke Palmer's new movie, One of Them Days.
Yeah, one of them days. Yeah, like I said.
It was Wednesday or Thursday, whatever, right?
Yeah, it was definitely a Wednesday. Uh-oh.
Oh, my God, yes. Definitely winging it. So, it was funny because, he still doesn't know the name of it.
Jason. No, Jason, and actually, what a wonderfully freeing experience it was to go watch a movie and have zero context for what it was you were getting into. Like, it was just wonderful. I want to go to see all movies that way.
Well, I think you were literally in the movie theater. We got our popcorn, and we're just, the trailers hadn't even started, right? So he was actually texting with somebody, and he was telling this person, I don't know, I'm sitting in the movie theater, I have no idea what we're watching. And I was like, because I'm sitting next to him, and I hear him like saying this, and I'm like, what do you mean? I told you what it was. I told you who was in it. How do you not know? And you're like, and I'm like, okay.
So Valfreya, yes. So Jesus Christ, stupid camera.
Free lunch. Good one.
Valfreya is talking about a show called Leftovers, which, by the way, I feel like was completely left out in left field.
We watched it, and it was like it
never came back. Like there was supposed to be another season. There's no way that show was supposed to end that way. But anyway, Valfreya says they can never remember the name of the show, so they called it Free Lunch.
That's like me. There's a breakfast joint that we go to every once in a while, and she's like, "Do you want to go here?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What is it? What's it actually called?"
Morning Watch.
No, that's not it.
No, First Watch.
I always say every name but that. I'm like, the watch. the watch place, the breakfast watchers, like what? I don't know what it's
That's
called.
okay. They used to use a wait or an app where you can get in line.
Uh-huh.
And I just call it When I Wait. I don't even know what the hell it's called.
It was like the Yelp thing
Yeah, I don't know.
at one point, but
Like jump the line or something.
Bacchus is saying that they went to a
Base nectar.
Bass Nectar concert once without any idea about the event. But yeah, it was fun. Yeah, so yeah, we
So
kind of winged it. I mean, well, us girls didn't. G did. He just kind of followed along.
yeah, it was fine. I had a great time. Um,
Yeah.
so seeing Bacchus's post about base nectar, I have a very serious question, and this is for those who would know.
Okay.
How do you know it's not bass nectar?
Okay, that was my concern when I saw it. I was like, let me make sure that my Spanglish isn't kicking in right now. I'm like, are we going bass or bass? Wait a minute, it's music. It's got to be bass. We're
Yeah,
not
I
going to
mean,
a fishing
but
concert.
what would bass? I mean, bass nectar sounds a little naughty. Like it could be, an ejaculate from, like,
Like
they,
from the fish?
yeah, like when they fertilize eggs. Yeah. How'd you like a little bass nectar?
All I can think of right now is that old Christmas a novelty gift with the fish on the wall that was
Oh, what was that called? The big mouth bass or something, or Billy Big Mouth or something?
so, whatever it was, but I'm just at now like envisioning it starting to dance and then all of a sudden like spewing on you.
Well, that's a different kind of bass
That's
nectar for
nectar.
sure. Big Bacchus says they used to be called fish juice, but then they changed it to bass nectar.
God. Oh my God.
John says the dubstep and heavy bass make it not fish nectar.
Yes. Oh my God.
I do still
No.
want to know. How do you know?
Cod melt. Okay, salmon, seaman. Oh my God.
Catfish cream pie. Listen, these are all great. I think somebody should have a restaurant. This should be like their soup names.
Oh my God. No. No way.
Oh,
It is cod milk.
oh,
Bubbles
okay.
got it right.
I learned me something new today.
You learned you?
I learned me something new today.
So yeah, that was
Very good,
Pearl
Jason. Very good.
Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Oh my God. So that was our Friday. I'm with you, Valfreya. I'm with you.
But yeah, then we went to PF Chang's afterward. I think PF Chang's is one of those what's the word, like sleepers of restaurants. Like I don't think it's most people's first thought when going to a restaurant, but I think they do a really good job of blending fancy with practical.
They do. They do. No. We always get the same thing.
Big Bacchus, I just want to qualify that Catfish Cream Pie sounds like a great album for a country album.
Well, I mean, most country songs are about leather straps. Most country songs are about, the significant other leaving them and being this and being that. So it would be, no more catfish cream pie for you. Well, yeah, most, when you think about back in the day, it was like you tuned into a country station and every single song was about someone cheating, someone getting beat up, someone, just debauchery all the way around. So If you're gonna name the album Catfish Cream Pie, it should be No More Catfish Cream Pie.
It sounds like it could be like a Creedence Clearwater Revival
Oh my
album.
I doubt that, but hey.
I see a catfish a coming. It shot me right in the eye.
And just think, you don't like to do karaoke.
Well, you know, Catfish Cream Pie. One of my
Creole love songs.
Oh, Zoe's trying to be funny from afar.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. She's being a fafa.
What the?
Oi. Things
Well,
are definitely getting a little fishy around here.
I'm with you there, Bubbles. You know, there were times I'd be looking on those dating sites and I'd be like, if I see another hunter or fisherman picture as their like profile pic, oh my God. I mean, okay, I
Listen,
guess
don't hunt shame people,
I'm
please.
not hunt shaming or anything, but it was kind of like, you know, I want, you know, I want to see a picture of them, you know.
Right, Jason.
I don't want to, you know, think about how lonely I'm going to be because they're spending all their time hunting and fishing, you know.
So listen, from a practical
wait.
listen, I'm just going to say this.
Okay.
I have one thing going for me. As it relates to like dating and things like that with men specifically. If it comes down to some sort of Armageddon, bet I'm going to be on Tinder looking for those dudes with fucking holding up bucks and fish. And I'm going to become very good. Yeah, I'm going to become very good friends with them because I'll suck a dick for some fish.
And oddly enough, you might look like a fish sucking a dick when you're doing it.
I'll be eating. Those of you who don't, won't.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay.
Yes, I'm with you, Bubbles. Outside of like an Armageddon, I definitely there you go. Is that what we'll do it for venison jerky? You might have to jerky for some venison.
Do you have to jerk off the venison?
No. I mean, if you want to get to come.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
Wait a minute. Woo! Big Bacchus, is that what those signs actually mean? Because if that's the case, I've been missing the fuck out.
Oh my God. Okay. Saturday.
Oh my goodness. All right. Sexy trout face, Valfria. Perfect.
Come on.
Wait, what do you call it? Ikigai, or was that?
How you go? You have to, like, you know, do your eyes, whatever.
Victor. Whoo! Victor just shot off a nuclear warhead.
Woo! That I'm Yikes. Sorry, but that couch is calling your name, baby.
Well, number one, they have their own bedrooms.
Oh, I know. I know.
Okay, so Saturday was Deviancy, Locked in Love. Locked in Love. That sounds like it could be a Kiss song.
Go ahead, sing it. You're like, nope, I'm not falling for that.
Locked in love. Locked in love. Whoa. I'm gonna click it. Oh good thing it's been warm today. It was 60 today. How the fuck about that?
It was. I walked outside and I was like, whoa. Whoa. And I had my, I had my, 32-degree coat doohickey thing, and I'm in your car, and I keep forgetting that your car, the heated seats are on. So it was like halfway through my drive, I'm like, whew, rolling the window down. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Why is it so hot? And it's like, oh, boop, 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 heated seat, turn it off.
Thanks, Phil, for you. I figured it might. Just for the record, Victor, if worse comes to worse, we do have 10 rooms here available for you to use.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There you go. Yeah, Bubbles, the warm weather is a trap. Yeah, it's not going to be around for very, very long, as I understand, because, Phil over here is saying another 6 weeks, but I'm hoping he doesn't know what he's talking about this year. But
Other than the movie Groundhog Day, I really never got into the whole Groundhog Day thing.
I kind of never, to be honest, okay, I'm sorry, but, I'm Puerto Rican. Outside of being here in Ohio, for me, the weather everywhere is hot and, 80, 90 degrees. That's what I know. So to tell me that a rodent is going to be like, nah, bitch, you got another six weeks of this cold. It never, never set in with me.
I'm with you, Bubbles. Like, yeah, that groundhog is just like, what the fuck? I mean, imagine aliens took just one of us and stuck us in one of their like trees or whatever, and then once a year they yanked us out butt ass naked and said, hey, let us know if there's going to be more winter or not.
Yeah. Right.
And all you really want to do is scream.
Oh my God. Well, back to Saturday. It was Deviancy.
Yeah.
It was Locked in Love.
Yes. By Kiss.
By Kiss. It was a good night. There was definitely a lot of deviancy going on in the dungeon area. Yes. Amongst other places as well. But it was definitely a good crowd for our Saturday kink night.
Yeah, we do. And Deviancy is just a part of the first Saturday of each month that features a different sort of aspect of kink or BDSM or fetishes. Mm-hmm. So like for March, because Mardi Gras is coming up, it's going to be masks and masquerade.
Yes.
So not only can you wear, sort of Mardi Gras party masks, you can also wear naughty masks like hoods and, one of our vendors from Sunday was Maximus Leather, and he had some of those pup masks that he was selling also.
Mm-hmm.
So the first Saturday of March, I think that's March 2nd, if my memory serves me, that'll be Deviancy, Masks, and Masquerade.
Awesome. So yeah, Saturday was a good night.
Mm-hmm. It was. So tell us about Sunday. I know you put a lot of time, effort, and energy into planning it. Mm-hmm. I know Zoe helped put some of that stuff together as well. How do you think it turned out?
I think it turned out fabulous. We had 29 vendors. One unfortunately was moving to the area, and their moving truck didn't arrive in time for them to get their stuff out of it to be able to vend.
What about the ones that were there?
But everyone there, oh my God. I mean, everyone just, the stuff, like just hit it out of the park. Like, I got a new toy. And he's weighted. His nuts are weighted. So I can crack you upside the head.
I was really wondering, you said that was your favorite toy, yet you have two furry nuts that are with you almost all the time that you don't touch lovingly like that.
Well, that one doesn't have those furry nuts don't have a little hat. They're not fuzzy, they're furry, But no, we had a lot of great vendors for the Freaky Flame Um, and uh, we had a fudge vendor. That to me was the best part because I think everyone that walked through the door had to get fudge. It was like everyone was walking around with a little red bag.
Oh
There
yeah.
was not one person I did not see.
Yeah.
But no, we had, of course, like you said, we had some purveyors that had more fetish gear, leather, collars, whips, chains, you name it, blah blah blah. We had some that had like glasswork, actual like blown glass. Ah, yes, Brandy. And yes, Brandy got some fudge too. Brandy had made a series of pottery for this particular event with a lot of like BDSM scenes in them. So that was really cool. We had, oh my God, there was just so many. I made a point of walking up to everyone and looking at everything that they had and and complimenting them on their crafts because everyone's stuff was so unique and of such great quality. Um,
I would agree. And what was really nice is that for some of the for some of the vendors who literally handcrafted those things, you could
mhm.
tell that their heart and soul were really put into them. And there was just such a vast variety of different things to choose from. Yeah, that one looks like. For those of you who don't know, that one looks very much like Buddy. And
Our HR department manager.
yes, Buddy the cat. So, Brandy, we did get the pickled fudge. Go ahead, Mary Lou.
Okay,
Share your experience.
my experience. G had gone up and was buying the fudge, and he told me to pick my 4 flavors. So I picked them real fast because I was being called somewhere else. And I think they misinterpreted when I said the green pistachio one um, for G's dill pickle because that's what he wanted. Well, I never got the pistachio, but the dill pickle was in my bag. So last night I'm thinking, oh, green, oh, pistachio. And I put a chunk in my mouth. Whoa. I was like, oh, this pistachio is a little rancid. What the? It's a little tart. Oh, it's really sour. What's wrong with this? So then I went up to G and I'm like, here, try the pistachio. It's funky. And so of course he takes a bite and he's like, oh, that's the dill pickle. And I went, okay, thank you, because I thought there was something wrong with me. I was like, what is wrong with my taste buds right now? And did I just get like a really bad piece of something? But it was it was the pickle. So I never got my pistachio. Oh, Melvin ate all your fudge.
You said you didn't really care for it anyway, so I don't know what you're crying about.
Yes, Big Bacchus. I was totally like, ugh. Yes, exactly, Jason. Hey, here, this tastes bad. You try this. Pawn it off on him. Either way. But yeah, John, I'm happy that you guys.
Brandy
Oh,
got
Brandy.
We'll gladly trade you some pickle for some pistachio, Brandy.
Yeah, you guys were right there next to the fudge stand. But yeah, there's so many things. Oh, you did care about the fudge. Well, guess what? Oh, Bubbles. If I asked for pistachio and got pickle, I'd be saying shit.
Honestly, I think the pickle was pretty good.
Well, when you know it's pickle, you anticipate that taste. I
I
was
didn't know it was
anticipating
pickle.
sweet pistachio nut, you know?
I got a sweet pistachio nut for you.
And when you get something sour like the pickle, a dill pickle, I was just like, whoa. Yeah. I like my mouth, everything just like curdled over like we've never been to the Pickle Fest, but oddly enough, we were actually talking to a couple on Saturday night who was talking about how they have a love for dill pickles. So we mentioned the excuse me, the pickle festival to them as well.
Big Bacchus, we do nothing but pack fudge with loving joy here.
Yes, yes. Yeah. But no, we had so many great vendors. Um, so many things that were just like, wow. Like I even got some art, you know.
Why is that a bloody dagger? Like, I'm a
I
little
don't know.
concerned why you picked that specifically.
It spoke to me.
Hey, Zoe, I may need that blade back. Here, hold on.
Yeah. Well, I thought of your dad's collection of daggers and knives and so forth, and I was kind of like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then it was interesting was when I was speaking with the the artist. You know, she was like, most people shy away from that one. They kind of look at it and they're like, oh, that's bloody. And here I was the opposite, like, oh, that's bloody. Yay, I want that.
Slightly concerning.
But hey, so those were some of my wares, and I did get a vinyl decal also from Jules' stand, and you know, there was just so many things.
When is the next one?
The next one is June 15th. And I know a lot of people yesterday were like, you know, is the taco truck coming out? I'm like, it's cold out, and you know, they didn't actually have a truck. They just did an outdoor pop-up, so they obviously weren't here yesterday. But today they confirmed the truck is coming and the Cuban sandwich truck is coming. They're already confirmed for the June 15th event, as well as some of the vendors that were here yesterday.
I may be selling my wieners again.
Oh, your hot dogs? I'm glad someone liked the wieners with the chili.
I want to do a weekend. I'm thinking like either Memorial Day weekend or 4th of July weekend or even Labor Day weekend, doing like a wiener palooza, just doing a wiener roast, like wieners only.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm asking. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, like only wieners allowed in the club, and
No.
wieners,
I'm talking like an outdoor, like a barbecue, like a Sunday social type thing.
Oh yeah, so we could do like Chicago style wieners and
Yeah, like only it would be like an only wieners.
Okay, so they do make tripletas, John Doe. Okay, they do, and they make empanadas, and they make a picadillo nachos, and they make a pan sobao cinnamon rolls. Jason says they were good, and of course the sausage party. Yeah, you can have like all different types of sausage and weenies. You know,
Yeah, wiener palooza.
and wiener palooza.
Wiener palooza weekend.
There you go for the social.
There it is.
Wiener paloozas.
We'll do it for those. Maybe we'll do it those special holidays, like on a Sunday where people are kind of don't have much going on.
Yeah. You know, those that just want to be with their chosen family. So.
And eat some wieners.
Mm-hmm.
Eating wieners.
Yeah. So yes, Melvin, a medianoche too would be good.
Oh, John Doe is Melvin.
Yes. Actually, they make on certain days of the week, they will just make a batch of pan sobao and they'll post it on Facebook. They're over here in Swickley, so they will actually deliver. And once they're done with the bread, they're done with the bread. But send me a private message. I'll let you know who they are. I'll hook you up with some pan sobao.
I wonder if there's anything that I can say in the most Midwestern American accent that would give them the same reaction, making them moan.
Making them, I don't know, man. Pan sobao.
Ben Sobao.
Pan sobao, put in a buttered up, put in a panini press with a cup of coffee, un cortadito, café con leche,
Well, how about if I just said,
a little piece of cheese on the side.
okay.
It's so. I actually, when I took you to Miami the last time we went, I made you go and I made you
me?
I made you get the.
It
Well, I
made
did because
me?
you were like,
Made
I'm
me?
just getting a cup of coffee. Why do I need bread? I'm like, because you're gonna dip it in your coffee, and you're like, why am I dipping my bread in my coffee? And I go, because it's what we do. Just do it. I'm like, it'll be a whole different experience for you. So I hope you liked it. I mean, you never actually really said, but it's a Puerto Rican Cuban thing that we do.
Apparently, it's an American thing to do too.
Huh? Well, down in Miami, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but yeah. So we're gonna have
So June 15th.
Yes, June 15th. And of course, since it's gonna be summertime, we'll have some vendors outside on the deck, and hopefully some pop-ups also in the parking lot. So more to do, more to see, more to eat.
Yeah, we'll have wieners and more. Oh my!
Yeah. There you go.
So we talked a little bit about DV&C and the dungeon, and I wanted to make note of a couple things. First, while there was a lot of play going on in the dungeon on Saturday night, since we've increased the size of the dungeon, it's really brought forth a lot more people to explore and view and sort of be curious about it. And the DV&C nights are sort of geared towards that, to be a little, not quite super whammy, crazy, like Freaky Friday crowd type BDSM, but people that are more interested in being introduced to it, or maybe it's a part of more of like sensual BDSM. Certainly not to say you're not going to see rougher stuff. But what ends up happening a lot of times, people like to stand around and watch. And certainly we invite people to do that. It's also just important to remember that the dungeon is technically a play area. So standing around in the middle of the dungeon, having conversation with people while scenes are going on is a bit disrespectful. We certainly wouldn't do that in the middle of one of the other group play areas. So there is some seating that you can sit and actually watch. There's some area, but it is limited. But we ask, if you're going to do that, just to do so quietly and enjoy what's unfolding in front of you. It's at least a courtesy you can give your fellow members while they're enjoying their scenes. So otherwise, I think the dungeon has been wildly popular.
That it has been. Yeah. I like watching through the peepholes.
That was actually really great to see so many people doing that. So we have these sort of, I call them the Swiss cheese walls, but they're really officially called the Euphoria walls. They were part of an installation that was in a club in Cleveland called Club Euphoria, and it was called the Euphoria Box. Well, we've since disassembled it, and we have it as sort of a divider between the dungeon and the main club space.
Right.
and we set up some tables there, and people can actually just stand and watch through the holes, and it's a really cool way to be a part of that without having to be in the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was fun to see so many people doing it this past weekend.
Yeah, because it kind of it kind of gives you more of that naughty feel, like, ooh, I'm peeping through a hole. Like, what can I
I
see?
agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah. So that's why I like them.
Yeah.
Plus, also, I don't want to interrupt anyone's scene and then have them look up and like see me, see my whole entire face and body, like, yeah.
I guess it would be interesting to see what it looks like from the other side.
Well, thank you, Kenneth.
Thanks, Kenneth. We really appreciate that. It's we try to make the space as comfortable and as accommodating as possible,
Mm-hmm.
given what we have and are able to do. So, big practice, yes. I had a conversation with a few people who were commenting, speaking of holes, that the actual glory hole was quite busy over the weekend.
I heard it was too. Yes.
Well, what's
Hey,
up,
Zoe Licious.
Zoe Licious? Good to see you back on the live stream. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Okay. So, as some of you know, the couples massage class for February is sold out. That one went real quick. So we have another one slated for May 18th. So if anyone is interested in doing the couples massage class, like I said, it'll be May 18th. The event is live, and the tickets will actually go live tomorrow. So if you want some, better start getting into that now, because this one like sold out in a month.
Bubbles has indicated that they need to get back into the hole.
Oh, and John's over here saying when they hear glory hole now, they think about grabbing the rubber bands.
Yeah, that was Zoe's conversation about snapping, wanting to snap. Well, and Bubbles.
Yes. Okay.
Although I fear that Bubble is wanting to do so for more nefarious reasons. Unclear at this point.
Okay.
But I definitely can tell you that if there are at least two people in the building, that I would never put my wiener in that hole.
Well, we know of someone who had been at another event in which they had a glory hole, and that glory hole was kind of interesting because it was actually within a room. So the glory hole, the participant was in a separate room outside in the hallway,
right?
And then the hole opened up into a group room, I guess, more or less, or a room,
right?
And the people that were in the room kept stuffing a towel in the glory hole because they didn't want anyone to either look in on them or, to stick a wiener in the hole. But the person that was on the other side was very insistent. So they kept pushing the towel out. And eventually the couple that was in the room had a violet wand. And the next time it came through the hole, they zapped the wiener as a form of punishment. Little did they know that, the wiener liked it. It kept coming back for more. So, hey, well, everyone learns their lesson one way or another.
Well, it's good to know, Bubbles, that there will be no snapping, just soul sucking. That's very kind of you.
Yes.
And yes, Stephen, rubber bands in the glory hole are I'm assumed to be very painful. And there was a long discussion at about 2 or 3 live streams ago about how the ladies on the live stream thought it was completely appropriate to snap wieners in the glory hole.
Well, hey, someone gifted me a paddle that is a wiener holder with rubber bands to be snapped upon the wiener.
Okay, so Big Bacchus is saying halfway to Halloween is listed but does not have a ticket button. All right, so I have a confession to make to everybody right here and now. So some of the events that you're seeing, you're not supposed to see yet because they're not live. And some of them require some
Tweaking.
tweaking and flyers. So some of the flyers that are up are not intended to be with those. So I'm going to remedy that.
I was trying to figure out what the grill plate party was. When I saw it, I'm like, what? Oh, that's a gag flyer until it's up.
The grill, the diamond plate.
Yes.
The diamond plate party. Yes.
I was
We're
like,
gonna have
what
one of
are we
those.
doing there? Huh?
So I'll share with you my logic. So the event is supposed to be silver stags and vixens. So I was looking through my pictures for something silver, and that was the first thing I came across. So we get the actual flyer for that.
Okay.
So anyway, even the descriptions may need a little tweaking. Bubbles. Listen, I think where's Zoe? I need Zoe to chime in on this. Not Zoe Lynch, just Zoe, but it's more of a bug than a technical thing. And I've been working in the system since its inception, and I will tell you that there are some things that continue to befuddle me completely about how it operates.
Mm-hmm.
But it's what we've got.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. John, I say no on the wiener zapping.
Hello, Ronnie. How are you?
Well, let's use this opportunity while our MC and host, Rockin' Ronnie, is here to talk about Glowgasm, which is just in a few weeks. 19 days to be exact.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. None of that, please.
Yes. Come on, Ronnie. No.
What is that called, Ronnie? Is that called the DJ horn? I don't know if there's an official name for that. Yes, exactly, Big Bacchus. But yes, February 22nd is the next Glowgasm. And I'm only mentioning because Ronnie is our MC and host for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
That event is sold out.
It is sold out.
It is sold out. At this point, the only way to get a ticket is to just keep an eye on the event, refresh every so often, and as tickets are returned, if tickets are returned, we just put them back into the system. But we otherwise are at the capacity for this event.
Mm-hmm. Also, with this event, there is no wait list.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like Jim said, the tickets just automatically go back into the system for resale. So every once in a while, if we have a number of them that we see that are coming back, we might post it on the news feed. Hey, tickets are going to be released this afternoon. But again, they are first serve, first come. No wait list.
So John Doe, aka Melvin, is asking if it's possible to set up a search filter for events, i.e., look up other users that have RSVP'd or bought tickets for an event. So the short answer is not exactly, no. The club for many years now has maintained a private guest list, and we do that for very specific reasons, most of all for member privacy. We understand that other clubs publish their list in places like Cassidy and SLS, and that they have guest lists that you can view. We just believe really firm in privacy, and it's nobody else's business who's attending, unless they want to make it public. And we have the news feed, and we can certainly post that we're going to events on the newsfeed. In fact, we highly encourage that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But on the flip side, once an event has been completed and everyone has come through the space, it's more or less consensual that then the list will go up. So in case you saw somebody and you didn't get to talk to them, or you did talk to somebody and you forgot what their username or something was, then you can, look at the list after the event.
yeah.
And for those misconnections.
Yeah, for the thought being is that everybody was at the event. You saw who was there. Therefore there's no privacy in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Bubbles is asking which event was sold out. And that's Glowgasm on February 22nd.
No, I think they knew. They were just kind of like, really? It is?
Mm-hmm.
Such a shocker. No.
But for those,
Mhm.
as you noticed, Big Bacchus made note that Halfway to Halloween is going up. I'm hoping to have it up in the next 24 to 48 hours,
Mhm.
so you can start grabbing tickets for that as well.
Yeah.
So DJ Rockarani will be back for that. Is he? Oh yeah, he is back for that. Yes, Halfway to Halloween.
Mm-hmm. And that is true, Melvin. If you look at someone's profile, if they have RSVP'd for a particular event, it will show on their profile.
Correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's at that point, it's them giving consent to post their information.
Cool. Trying to think what else is going on.
Valentine's Day is going to be coming up, so
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So talk to me about these weekend passes.
Yeah, so for Valentine's Day weekend. Oh, okay, Ronnie.
That's right.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day weekend, folks, is just 2 weeks away. Not quite. Right around 2 weeks away.
11 days away.
Yeah. So if you haven't made Valentine's Day plans yet,
Mm-hmm.
there is still room at the Body Shop. And here's the nice part. You don't have to pick whether you are going to come on Friday or Saturday. You can actually get a weekend pass for both nights. You're basically getting, if you buy Saturday, you're getting Friday for $9 per person. The pass is $49 per person for the entire weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So you can come out Friday night and Saturday night. Both nights we're celebrating Valentine's Day. Both nights it's about red. We plan on having a really sexy, sensual, erotic experience for you at the club.
Mm-hmm.
Both nights. We did the weekend pass, I think 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. And that worked out really well. So it's good for people that just really love the club and feel comfortable in the space and really just don't want to go anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're trying it out to see.
Yep. But in the meantime, for this weekend, we do have our open house on Friday.
We do.
Mm-hmm. And then on Saturday, we have 6 Degrees of Sexuality.
That's a great, I'll tell you what, this combination for this weekend for events, having the open house on Friday, that's from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Right.
And for our actual members, it's important to remember that from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., the club is open for regular member use. It's only from that 8 to 10 p.m. window that play is not permitted.
Right.
It's strictly a social event. It's an opportunity for new people to come see the space. The cool part is that Saturday night, as Mary Lou just mentioned, is 6 Degrees of Sexuality, which is another great event for new people.
Right.
Do you want to explain what the 6 Degrees of Sexuality is about?
So our 6 Degrees of Sexuality event, it's kind of our expanded version of the traffic light parties from back in the day, because now you get more choices in your wristband colors. It's just not the red, yellow, and green, but you also get to show different interests. like your blue, pink, and purple colors are added in there, suggesting who you might want to connect with. So, like for example, blue, you're interested in more masculine presenting. Pink, feminine presenting. Purple, you're interested in everyone and anything.
More like being pansexual.
Pansexual, bisexual, all of the above, you know. So it's a great way, and not to add any confusion, you don't actually have to dress in those colors.
No.
Okay. Attire is however you please again. Something sexy, sensual. You're fitting your comfort level. Because you're actually going to get to pick with the wristbands. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like the 6 degrees of the Kinsey scale. Exactly, Bacchus. And Jason, this is one of their personal favorites.
Julie asked if this one usually sells out. It does not usually sell out, but it is definitely a top 5 event. It's one of those events that tends to be much bigger. And those of you who've been attending over the last 4 to 6 weeks, really since New Year's, the events have really been picking up. So I'm really excited for this weekend.
There you go, Zoe Licious. Purple's their color.
So I have this interesting affinity now for the color purple, and I wouldn't say it's my favorite color, but more times than now, I will pick that color first. And the reason for that is that in nature, at least as far as we can see, the color purple does not actually exist.
Correct.
It's a color that our mind makes up to fill the gap in where that color void is for us.
Yeah.
So purple is really sort of I guess maybe an enigma,
maybe,
so to speak.
A rarity.
Yes.
But definitely a gem when found.
Well, don't call me the giant purple people eater for nothing.
Whoa. Oh, there you go. Okay, Bubbles. They're saying they didn't really do much for the last one personally, but they'll try again this time.
Okay.
Yeah,
listen, the wristbands are really just more of an icebreaker for people, for a signal. I know that a lot of newer couples will gravitate to the red wristbands because they feel it sort of gives them a little bit of space, like, nobody's going to bother us or whatever. But more times than not, they end up coming back to change wristbands later on.
That is true. That is
so.
Bacchus is saying, "Are you referring to the book, The Color Purple?" The Color Purple. I'm guessing not. G has never seen the movie nor read the book, so he would have no reference if someone starts screaming out to him, "Seeley, Seeley!" He would have no idea.
Actually, I did watch it.
Finally.
Yeah, I did finally watch it. It was quite the movie. I was blown away by it, actually.
Yeah. Definitely was. But yeah. So that's what we have going on. What else? We have a rope bite that's coming up this month too, and
Sunday.
Yeah.
Rope bite is Sunday
from and
3 to 5.
Yeah, and the book club is also meeting on Sunday.
Oh, Jesus. We got lots going on.
I know.
Bubbles, I like to celebrate Black History Month in a much different way. That's it.
Okay. It is a musical, Jason. And it's gotten some great reviews as well. But back to the book club. That's going to be meeting on Sunday from 2 to 3:30.
2 to 3:30. Okay.
Yeah. Same. So Rope Bite will be in the main club area and dungeon. Yay! Okay. And the book club will be meeting in the lounge area. Okay. Tell you more about the book club. Well, I don't have my copy on my desk. It must be still over in my book. So every month we're currently reading a different book. We just did Sex at Dawn, and now we are doing the book Polly Wise. And I believe our next book is going to be, the book is Polly Wise. And then next month is going to be The Ethical Slut. Yeah, so we're kind of going through some of those, the top 10 E&M lifestyle relationship books to start, and then we're going to throw in a couple of raunchy ones in there, here and there.
Yeah,
For
I
a
saw
little
there was
spice.
some. I saw there was some chatter on the news feed today about the book club and raunchier books.
Yes. Yeah, some of those will be, after Ethical Slut, we'll go into a few raunchy ones, and then we'll get back on the, educational ones and try to balance them out a little bit.
If you don't mind,
Sure.
speaking of ethical sluts, I just want to remind people about the International Association of Ethical Sluts. And you can certainly become a member not only by joining the Body Shop, but by going to slutunion.com and purchasing your official Slut Union t-shirt and soon to come hoodies and ball caps.
Yay!
But for now, you can order an actual union made and union printed Slut Union t-shirt at slutunion.com.
So we have the prequel to Sex at Dawn. That is The Midnight Handjob by Chuck Tingle.
Bubbles, we'll talk more about the celebration of Black History Month another time.
Uh-huh. And Zoe Licious, there's a slut in everyone.
Well, and that's part of the reason for the Slut Union, and it's really, dare I say, a taking back of the word slut, in the same way that the word queer has been taken back by the LGBTQ community, and I think it's important to celebrate one's sexuality instead of shaming or being ashamed of it.
Right.
So this is about celebration, being sex positive and doing so in a way that's responsible, not just for yourself, but for others.
Right.
So slutunion.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's been a lot of discussion in the book club forum too about our current book, Polywise. And it's great because, you can go into the group forum and have open discussion about the book and ask questions as you're reading it. And then we formulate some of those for the actual discussion here at the book club on Sunday. So
Cool.
It's a great way to just also meet some new people, that are coming into the club. And, it's kind of a great social event as well.
Zoe, it sounds like you need an evening out at the shop.
Yes. That glory hole's busy. You might have to fight G in there, but
I have yet to partake, but
I know.
I'm not completely opposed to the idea.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll see.
I'm a sucker for a good sucker. Anyway, well, I did mention earlier about becoming a member of the International Association of Ethical Sluts, Local 412. Well, there's a super easy way to become a member, and that is by joining the Body Shop. And you can do that by going to bodyshoppittsburgh.com, click the Apply Now button, fill out your application, watch your CAP video, which is your Consent Awareness Policies Program video. That goes over the basic consent policies of the club, couple of ground rules, some very, very basic things that are very, very important for you to understand. There'll be a quick age verification. And once you're approved, you'll be able to interact with wonderful people like Big Bacchus and Zoe Licious and Jason and Bubbles and so many others that you see here on the live stream. Also interact very much so on the club's newsfeed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're not quite ready for the club experience, and it seems apparent that there are tens of thousands of you every month that are not quite ready for that. But you're interested in having conversation about it. And yes, you can certainly do research and apparently now talk to ChatGPT about it. But if you really want to talk to a real live person with actual experience in ethical non-monogamy and kink and polyamory and all the various other aspects of what I would call a non-traditional relationship, you can visit marylou.com, book an appointment with a beautiful board certified sexologist who does also happen to be my lovely and beautiful wife, who is supposed to be on top.
All right, you would complain that that I was topping from the bottom the other day.
You were trying to. Hence the new collar.
Oh.
Anyway, I think that's about all I got tonight.
Okay.
Anything else you want to add before we go?
No, I think we've kind of covered a little bit of everything. Right. We got some laughs in here. We got some tears in there.
That we did.
Even if I'm giggling. And I think we had some great conversation with everyone.
Oh, wait a minute. I missed a whole post here. Zoe says, gee, I need something. You got my number, baby. Listen, if you really want to connect, it's not hard to find me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. Well, listen, I really appreciate you guys watching on another Monday night. So many of you are here every single week, and that really means a lot. It truly does. It's on the nights or the weekends that we're not here. I feel terrible. I feel like I'm missing out on a significant part of my life. So thanks for being here tonight. If we don't see you this weekend, we will be back next Monday at 8:05 Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a great night. Take care.
Bye.
Certified freak, 7 days a week. That wet ass pussy good. My pull-out game weak. Ooh, yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Swimming in it, baby. I'ma bring a bucket and a mop, darling. Give you everything I got. I'm falling. Yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Beat it up, get your charge, extra large and extra hard. Put your pussy in my face, swipe my nose like a credit card. I'm on top, you wanna ride, do a giggle while it's inside. Spit in your mouth, girl, while you're looking in my eyes. Your pussy is wet, I'ma take a dive, I'ma tie you up like you're a prize. Let's play, I wear disguise, I'ma park my Mack truck in your garage. Yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Swimming in it, baby. Yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Pussy. Gobble me, swallow me, drip it down inside of me. I gotta jump out before it gets inside of you. Tell me where to put it, but don't tell what you about to do.